Yeah, the car was working really well. Of course, that last stint was a bit longer than we initially would have liked, but with the safety car you had to pit. And from there onwards, it was just about managing the tyres to the end to make sure that the tyres would last. But I do have to say that the last few laps when I was catching the back markers, my tyres were starting to be a bit cold and it was quite tricky. Like with the grip, it was very easy to have big moments. So I had to take my time to get through the back markers, and once I cleared them again, I could just settle in. And you know, around here with all the walls being so close, it's easy to make a mistake. And of course, I wanted to prevent that.
It was a strong result for the team. The whole team has done an amazing job. The stops were amazing. It was a bit of a shame, you know, that we got compromised with that early safety car and with the penalty. But it was overall a good, solid race for the whole team.
I don't think there was anything to do better today. On the medium, we struggled a bit more than we expected. On the beginning of the hard, we struggled a bit more than we expected. Towards the end, we were fast because we obviously did the fastest lap in the last lap, which was nice. We got helped a little bit with the DRS, but all in all, I felt good with the car. There are just a few things that we need to look. Had some weird vibrations, but apart from that, all good.
I think that was the most we could have done. So leaving Jeddah very happy, to be honest. Yeah, got past Fernando early on, got stuck behind Lewis for a long time, and then once he pitted, I was okay. But yeah, still definitely showed some things that we need to improve a little bit. But yeah, I think that was definitely the most we could do at the moment.
I feel great. I feel yeah, a little bit more uncomfortable now, but no, the race was good, and the pace was better than Bahrain. Still, I think we are faster on qualifying than the race, but we could fight with the McLarens today and the Mercedes. I think Red Bull and Ferrari still one step ahead, but yeah, I was comfortable with the car. I'm happy with today's race.
Right now, we're fluctuating in performance quite a lot. You know, we've seen potential in the car. But unfortunately these last 2 weekends we haven't really shown it when it's mattered, so we need to understand why that is and what we need to do. But as we've seen, it is very close between ourselves, McLaren, Aston and Ferrari. We just need to be on top of it.
Physically it was a really difficult race, especially at the end when I had the two guys on soft behind me. I had to basically push flat out, and it was yeah, mentally difficult race as expected, and physically I was struggling too. But great fun out there.
Just generally this weekend, how proud are you of your performance, what you've displayed, and how valuable is this, you know, for your career going forward?
Yeah, I think I put a good showing for myself, which is the main thing, right? It's difficult circumstances, you know, not a lot of laps on track, but I think we maximized everything today.
I mean, we took a little bit of a gamble to try to go along on the mediums and hope there was a safety car or something, but it never came, so we gave it a good shot. We could have just boxed in the beginning with everyone else, but I thought we'd try something a little bit different, and could have worked. It didn't, but that's how it is sometimes. So I'm happy. I think the performance of the car was good.
We tried. The plan was to go long, and we tried our best to, you know, hoping for a VSC or something, but it just never came to us. But it was worth the gamble. Unfortunately, went backwards a little bit, or at least lost a place, but gave it everything, and that was the best result I could get.
I feel happy, obviously, because scoring points is quite tough these days, and it takes one of the top 5 cars to drop out, which obviously happened today, and we managed to capitalize on that. I think a very good strategy from the team to split the cars and the safety car. Then good pace from myself, and good work obviously from Kevin, you know, who was playing the team game, helping me a lot in my race, and you know, that was the foundation to be able to score points.
We didn't score any points, so it was a bit frustrating, but yeah, I mean, didn't really have a straight line speed, had front wing damage as well, so it was tough. I think we had a better race car than it showed today. A bit frustrating, but we'll focus for Australia.
Didn't mean to have contact. The wall sort of comes back at you, and I just judged it badly, and we had contact, unfortunately. So I mean, it is what it is. But we showed good pace. Unfortunately, I had another penalty with Tsunoda. So yeah, that's not a great day for me, of course. But then I think I made up for it with the effort on keeping everyone behind to create a gap for Nico to pit, and he scored a point today.
It's been
a very opportunistic race, on our side. I think we maximized the potential and probably more. We were up to P11 at some stage, I think even P10 virtually, with all the chaos that there was, and we were trying to get position, from that, and we did so, which was quite good, from the start to up to there. But unfortunately, not quick enough yet. We are not quick enough yet.
I don't think it was too bad. A good first 35 laps, a good start. I think I just struggled to find the potential at the end, last 12 to 15 laps or so. So yeah, little bits to go through there at the end. I think I was starting to explore that potential, but it just took too long to realize that it was there.
There was a couple of mistakes myself as well, but also struggled with the grip. Obviously, there's a bit of messy midfield, but yeah, if it's normal, I think we just gone path through. So I let a couple of cars behind, and that was my mistake. But at the same time, yeah, it was pretty difficult to handle it.
Tough weekend. I think the only thing that's probably keeping me a little bit optimistic now is we did find a few things, so that's positive when you know that, because I've driven a long time, I know when things don't feel quite right, but on one hand it's nice to find a few things, but on another it meant that it was a pretty painful weekend, so that's obviously frustrating. And the race, yeah, it was tough. I think coming into it we knew it would be tough. Then we had a slow pit stop, and then a few laps from the end I ate a bit too much curb in turn one and had a spin, but that kind of summed up the weekend.
Tough race. We didn't have the pace that we were already hoping for and what we calculated, so ultimately, especially on the hard compound, we couldn't make it ready to work and couldn't maintain a good pace, and that was the biggest issue. We tried to go for the soft in the end, but it was better, but that meant we had to leave the stops. Everything was going well. Difficult race at the beginning, managing a lot at the engine temp, but then very fast pace on the median, considering how much I have to lift off for the tires or for the temperature. But yeah, after the pit stop, unfortunately, it's done. Frustrating, of course. It happens already twice for us as a team. We need to improve, that's clear. And yeah, the race was basically gone after that.
Yeah, I just touched the inside left turn 22, so just a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not our weekend. We lost the 6th gear on the formation lap, and yeah, basically had a gearbox issue on the formation lap, which meant we had to retire from some damage on the car after qualifying yesterday as well, which probably cost us a Q2. So it's just it's been too difficult day for the team, and just feeling for everyone. We're obviously going through a very difficult time.